Hello YouTube, Chrome Freak here. Okay, 7.62 millimeter by 51 millimeter NATO, 308 Winchester. Are they not the same round? Well, last night I got some comments on my first Cetme video, and I'm gonna read them to you. Guy comes out of nowhere. I usually don't respond to bad comments. Well, I do. I usually respond nicely and move on. However, this one's kind of gotten to me a little bit, and I'm going to read them to you. Here's the first comment that the gentleman leaves, and he leaves it in all capital letters, so he's screaming at me. You are wrong. Do not use 308 Win in this gun. The difference is 6,000 pounds per square inch. Only use 7.62 by 51 NATO spec. Damn it. That's the comment I got. I respond to him. Bro, right in the owner's manual, right here, it says 308 Win. I have shot many rounds of bolt through this rifle, talking about the Cetme, with zero problems. I will say it again, zero problems. I break my rifles down quite often, and I've seen no damage, and it works fine. I have even spoken with someone from CAI, which I have, and they said no problems, and they built the rifle. Thanks. He writes me right back. You are wrong. Do not use the 308 Win in this gun. The difference is 6,000 pounds per square inch. Only use the NATO, the 7.62 NATO spec. Damn it. He says it again. I say, listen, man, I am not a moron. Yes, there are slight differences, but this rifle will shoot both. I will make a video just for you tomorrow and show you up close in the manual where it says 308 Win is fine. Why are you using all capitals and attacking me like a rabid dog? I am not an expert, but I have many rounds through this rifle and I know it very well. Why in the world would CAI, Century Arms, put something in a manual that says it's okay to shoot it if it is not? I think they would be out of business by now. His next message. No, you are wrong. A NATO spec 7.62 by 51 is not a 308 Winchester rifle cartridge. Please stop the insanity. Look up the info on cartridges of the world. The brass thickness is different and the PSI is 6,000 pounds difference. You are wrong. Nothing more to be said. The manual for CAI is wrong and they are monkeys. I write him back. The barrel on the Cetme is fluted to help in ejecting. I meant extracting rounds. The thickness of the brass really makes no difference in this situation. There is a little bit of thickness difference, and I'm right, it makes no difference in this situation. I'll explain. Once again, the company that built this rifle says that it is okay. That is good enough for me. Whether you believe they are monkeys or not, they would be sued and be out of business if they put something as bad in a manual. I am going to bed. Have a good night. And that's the way it was left last night. Cat, get out of here. That's the way it was left last night. Well, it was bothering me so badly that this morning I'm sitting at the doctor's office and I actually started looking up and doing some research on it. So here you go. This is from Lyman, L-Y-M-A-N, manual number 49. If you don't know what that is, Google it. Let me read this for you. They are in fact the same with a few footnotes. People confuse themselves over the pressure sometimes. They don't get that there is a difference between CUP pressure and PSI. However, also that NATO and SAMI read pressures at different locations. Given the pressure curve of the burning and expanding of the powder, of course the two readings will be different. Different locations in the barrel equals different readings. The next issue is headspace gauges. Military chambers tend to be oversized. That's a fact of life. 308 Winchester and 7.62 by 51 both have the same external dimensions and are the same cartridge and overall length. If there was a significant difference externally, SAMI would have listed it as an unsafe combo. They don't. I'm going to pick it up a little bit further. The only significant difference is the internal case dimensions. Yes, the military brass tends to be a bit thicker, resulting in less internal capacity, which means peak pressures may be reached as much as 2 grains less powder than commercial brass. This is the only consideration. The only way you need to take this into consideration is if you are doing your own reloading. Factory loaded ammo takes this into consideration. The only other issue relative to the 2 rounds is powder burn rates. Maximum pressures are the same, but pressure curves are different. Gas guns like an M1A require certain pressure at the gas port to cycle the action. Commercial ammo with a slower burn powder may have excessive pressure at the port, resulting in a little extra wear on your action and cycling. Okay, that was from Lyman number 49. Here's another source, Wikipedia. If your rifle is chambered for .308 Winchester, it will safely shoot the 7.62 NATO. However, the .308 Winchester and the 7.62 are not identical. There are minor differences, and that is the thickness of the case. Though SAMI does not list either cartridge as unsafe in a firearm designed for use with the other. Thank you. And if you would like, I can give you another one. Yes, they will both. Yes, it will fire both. But if you are hand loading, you need to be aware that military brass tends to have less case capacity than commercial brass, and your maximum load in the former will probably run a couple of grains less than the latter. So, I'm going to get down here to your pressures. There's a lot of hoopla about the theoretical dimensional differences, but nobody actually makes a case for one that won't do in the other. There's also a lot to be made over the pressure differences, with at least one site quoting the .308 Winchester's maximum pressure at 62,000 psi versus 50,000 psi for the 7.62 by 51, suggesting the former has a maximum pressure of 12,000 psi greater than the latter's. This is most decidedly not the case in either. The numbers are fine, but they measure the pressure in different locations and they cannot be compared to each other. They're the same. This right here is from the same box, okay? I have shot all my commercial .308 in the Cetme, and I don't have any left to show you. But they're the same round. This is a NATO round, and I tend to shoot more NATO rounds because I buy it in bulk and they're cheaper. Simple as that. But here you go. Caliber .308 NATO. Let's go on back into the owner's manual. Right here, technical specifications, caliber .308 Winchester. Can you see that? Okay? I'm not trying to be a jerk to you or anything like that. But except for the case itself being a little bit thicker on the military brass, there is absolutely no difference in the 7.62 by 51 NATO than the .308 Winchester round. The Cetme rifle will fire both, and I know this from experience on my own. I have fired hundreds, if not thousands, of both rounds through this rifle with zero complications. You get on the internet and you read a little bit about people saying that the commercial brass ammo, because the extraction in the Cetme is so violent it rips the case apart. I have yet to personally see this. I'm not saying it don't happen, because I've seen it happen I had it happen in a 223 on me. I've had a case rip open, so I'm not going to say that never happens, but to say that you cannot shoot both of those through a gun that is designed to shoot both of them, with the manufacturer telling you to shoot both of them, or you can shoot both of them, they would be sued so bad and be out of business, and somebody would be a millionaire today if something ever happened to them. I mean, the liability that these guys have got to carry when they build guns and sell them to the public is enormous. They got to know what they're talking about, and they got to know what they're doing. And you know what? So do you. Do not come to my channel and try to make me look like an idiot when you don't have any idea what the hell you're talking about. I know from experience. So until you can lay it out like I just did and give you sources. I'm not talking people talking on the internet because everybody's got an opinion. But I'm talking about real sources and real data to back up what you're telling me. Shut up. Okay, everybody out there, I'm sorry. I had to get that off my chest. Starting work tomorrow, looking forward to it. And thank you guys for listening to this little rant. And thank you to all my new subs. And I got a video on the 22 rifle on the Model 60. I'm not going to put that out today. I'm going to look at it one more time, and I'll probably have that out Saturday or Sunday. If I don't like it, I'll reshoot it. But I'll have a new video up by the weekend. All right, guys, thank you.